Hello, everybody, and welcome to Monday. This is the Indoor Farmer every Monday morning at 10 a.m. Central Time, bright and early. Although, there's earlier, but I like 10 a.m. It's, what is it, July 21st today, 2025? And every Monday we get together with our co host Sprout here, and I'm your host, Waylon, the Indoor Farmer. And we get together to kind of, yes, I show off what I'm growing, what my plants are doing, but that's really not the main focus of the show. The show is for everybody, anybody that decides to try to grow some of their own food, decides to maybe go foraging, hunting, mushroom picking, whatever it is that you think can help your life and maybe uh, make you feel a little bit more self-sustaining. Now, I've said self sustainability for a long time, but we'll get into that here after the intro. I'm going to play this intro for what is it, 3.5 minutes or something, and we'll get back and start the show. I need to get those notifications out. Almost 4 minutes. We'll be right back, guys. If you could help us out, hit the like button and share it out with some friends. Tag some friends in here if you want to get in on the door prize. You'll have a time to get in on that if you stop in and hit the like button and go over to Rumble and Locals and do the same thing. We'll be right back. If you're watching the replay, check out the show and tell me what you think in the comments. Let's grow.
In a cold, lazy corner of the city, where the wildfire's shining bright, lives a man named Waylon, with his green thumb at his mic. He's not your typical farmer, no fields, no barn, no plow. His farm's indoors, his harvest shared on the airwaves now. Waylon the Indoor Farmer, with his podcast every night. He's sowing seeds of knowledge, making our world a little more bright. From Sunday through to Thursday, his voice is on the line, bringing folks together, making learning so divine. On Sunday, games are rolling at 5:30 they start. The Indoor Farmers Game Night, where laughter plays a part. Monday brings his story, how he learned to farm and grow. The Indoor Farmer shares his journey, making it a show. With every episode, a chapter of his life, teaching us to live more green, reducing all our strife. Waylon the Indoor Farmer, with his podcast every night. He's sowing seeds of knowledge, making our world a little more bright. From Sunday through to Thursday, his voice is on the line, bringing folks together, making learning so divine. Tuesdays for the reviews of people, places, things. Waylon's got the scoop, from artisans to local wings. Wednesday we grow Wednesday, where the mind expands, discussing food and farming with experts from the lands. He's not just growing plants, but communities as well. Through his microphone he casts a spell. Thursday, people in the boxes, where stories intertwine, with guests from all walks sharing what they've seen. Each podcast is a seed planted in our mind. Waylon's cultivation of culture and of kind. Waylon the Indoor Farmer, with his podcast every night. He's sowing seeds of knowledge, making our world a little more bright. From Sunday through to Thursday, his voice is on the line, bringing folks together, making learning so divine. So if you're feeling lonely or need a touch of green, tune into Waylon's podcast, where the urban farms the scene. He's not just farming indoors, he's harvesting our thoughts. Waylon the Indoor Farmer, connecting all the dots. He's not just growing indoors, he's harvesting our thoughts. Waylon the dots. In a cozy corner of the city, where the Wi-Fi's shining bright, lives a man.
All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome. It's Monday, once again, July 21st, 2025, 10 a.m. Central Time. Every Monday, we get together. I started to get into it before it went the soft intro, but I stopped myself. I'm like, okay, let's talk about it afterwards. Because this show, week to week, can feel, I don't want to say boring, but for me, let me explain. When you start to learn how to grow things, you're like, all right, popping off, growing, 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 growing. But then you realize at a point where there's a slowdown, right? Well, life gets busy. I can't start new projects or whatever. I haven't started any new plants. I do have some new things happening, like with the praying mantises, with the ladybugs. It's kind of a cool battle happening there, and I have been watching that. But otherwise, it's like I want people to know this isn't the "Hey, let's look at Waylon's plants" show, right? That's why I try to show off what you guys have growing on, and not just cannabis, but anything that you have growing or DIY projects that you have going on. I had my friend Trent sent me an awesome picture today. We're going to check that out a little bit later. That's why I pull up the Garden Savvy website every Monday now. We're trying to check out what the gardening community on there is has got growing on. So like I said, I try to incorporate others, and I used to have more guests on. It's been a little busy with the summer and with my son, so I haven't been worried about trying to get guests on and stuff on Mondays. But I do want to get out there and check out more farms and other people's grows and gardens and stuff like that. So I like to do it in person, but send me pictures if you have them, and we'll show it off on the show. Today, I do have quite a few pictures to show you guys. Let me see here. I think I still need to unpack a few of these I took. I didn't take as many pictures of the cannabis outside. As some of you know, these I've had some plants outside that were voluntary. They were not planned plants. I actually got to take out. Got to. It wasn't. See, there's a bunch of them, and so I wasn't mad when I got to thin it out a little bit. Every so often, I found a male in the group, and for now, I haven't seen any others that turn male. But for the most part, it's nice to be able to try to get them out of there so I can thin it out a bit because it's just a bunch of plants that happen to grow together. I could try to move them, but there's really nowhere to go in my yard. So we'll talk about that when I get it on there. That'll be the second folder of pictures, I think. Guys, I'll get to some comments here pretty soon. I'm just on a roll. I mean, I tell you, like outside, this has been a weird year for outdoor projects and things to get done outside in Illinois, at least. And I'm sure you could say that for a lot of areas right now that have flooding and fires and stuff like that. Of course, none of that is fun either. But just in a more general, much less dangerous way in Illinois, we've had a lot of rain. We've had a lot of rain, and it kind of has been putting a damper, to make a pun, on getting outside to do more projects outside. I mean, when everything's all soaking wet, and besides, I have this backyard where it's just full of shade. It's almost all shade, and that makes it really take a long time to dry up. Sun isn't touching it directly, so after it rains really heavy, you have this just you know wet mess for a few days. It's crazy. And maybe not a few days, but at least a couple days. It gets annoying. Let's see. Where is it? Where is it? Aha! Here we go. Episode 194. I didn't even say that yet, but man, 194. You better believe I'm going to know when it's episode 200. I don't know why 200 is just like such a round number. 200 isn't even 4 years. 4 years would be 208 208 episodes. It'd be 4 years. So let's go to 208. All right, let me pull up some of these pictures. I got a bunch of things to show you guys. It's going to be a good one. Let's go back twice and pause it. Oh wow, I didn't realize. Oh, okay, I gotta put it in order. It just puts it like it just kind of throws things out at whatever speed it puts it into the computer instead of giving me the right order. So let me fix that. Hmm. Boom. All right, let's get some tunes in here. What do you think, Sprout? What do you think, boy? Hmm? And I'll check out some comments here if you want to get in on the door prize. Unless we have an absorbent amount of people on the Facebook side, you will want to come over to Locals or Rumble to get in on the door prize. Let's go. All right, let's play a little music. I haven't played music in a few days. See if this isn't too loud. Uh, should be all right. Let's go. All right. Okay, let's check out what I have growing on, and then we will probably go check out Garden Savvy, and of course we'll do a number spin today. So if you haven't gone over to Locals, and the number post should be in there and available. So just have to hit that like button and comment on the number post for 4 chances to win. You don't have to be here to win. And the other thing, we're going to do a little watering in the garden probably while we chat, and then of course do the door prize a little later. So cheers, everybody. Let's grow. All right, so I had a bunch of, I had this like fruit tray that was kind of going bad. I'm like, I'm not gonna eat it, so I wanted to feed it to the worms. Then I got over here to this corner where I've been doing a lot of compost burying in this corner, scraps and everything, food and stuff. So I thought I'm gonna have to move to another area. So I went over to another corner actually after this, but this was just me beginning the process. Okay, next. This is actually interesting because it's the first corner that I started burying. I buried a ton of scraps and food waste and things like that's good for composting anyway. This is the first corner I started that in, and so I haven't come over here to dig it up, and since then, and we're talking a year maybe. I don't know, maybe less, but it was really cool to dig this up and find out what was happening there. I found worms. I didn't find a ton of worms, but the worms were probably spread out throughout the table. But I didn't find any food scraps. I found, some like basically sticks. There's a lot of like little sticks. Oh, hey, you get a little. I didn't realize I was so behind the ear. Look at that. Look at that, ladies. Clean behind the ear. Good to go. Neck lined up. Oh gosh, this is an embarrassing angle. I didn't even watch this before. Hey, at least it's not plumber's crack though, right? You know what I mean? It's not like we haven't had that happen a few times in the show. Hey, good morning, James. I see you on Facebook. Joe Orzel, what's up? Kristen, hey. Last week was 4 years since my family moved to Illinois. Oh, wow. Okay, I didn't realize you were that new to Illinois. Some new pics for my next Sunday's event. Okay. Next Sunday's event. I forget the event. Can you enlighten us, James? Tell us about the event, bro. I'll shout it out. I might be able to go to it. I'll be free next weekend. Jess Rosebud Pretzel, thank you for being the first commenter and at highlights. I'll be on some other app because I'm trying to stay away from. Yes, there you go. Come over to Rumble. That's where you're at now, I see. Hey, Chris, and Locals. Make sure you hit Locals, everybody who's on the Rumble. Most of you are subscribers, so if you come over to Locals, comment in the live chat, and I'll get you on the wheel. Extra time, additional time. It would be cool if some of you went to X, here and there. I mean, you don't even have to do it during the show. If you're a friend of mine on X, if you want to engage with some of my stuff, and if you're somebody that posts things on X, I will do the right thing and reciprocate. Not talking about no follow for follow, comment for comment, but I do believe in helping each other out on the new platform. Shouts out to Twisted Cannabis. I went to hang out with them last night in a audio space on X. Okay, so I buried the all the goodies, the fruit and stuff, so it was looking nice. But look at the broccoli, you guys. The broccoli is like never ending. I never knew this about broccoli, and I bet you this is probably not the intended way to grow broccoli. But every time I chop off part of the broccoli, or chop off the whole stalk, or whatever I do, however much I chop out, I bury it, as compost, and then it literally starts growing more broccoli. So I literally I've had broccoli for a long time, just being able to eat it whenever I want. So like, it's not what you might think of as broccoli at the store, but that's still broccoli. Like, it's just stretching out and it's trying to find more light. It's trying to make seed and stuff. It turned to flower, but those flowers are edible. And I'll just chop this stuff up, chop it up in, these stalks or whatever you want to call them, and chop them up, throw them in soup or whatever, and good to go. I did cut them out though. You're going to see a video here soon. All right, here's my poor pepper plants. Still producing peppers, by the way. It's crazy. I haven't eaten any in a while because of what's happening. But you'll see one lonely praying mantis right here. What's up, everybody on the Rumble? 10 awesome people in the house already. Facebookers, you got to come check it out. I know the book has been good to you, but no, it hasn't. I'm here. Oh, thank you, Chris. I see you on the X. I'm nationwide, he said. You mean internet-wide? I'm still here munching on fresh tomatoes, cucumbers, strawberries, and grapes. Wow. So you got grapes too, Diane? I know you had the blueberry bushes. JB, hello. Who else we got? Rose in the house. Hello, Rose. Oh, Chris posting pictures. I can't put them up on the screen for you guys, but you can post pictures in the locals chat. Looking at a cucumber. Are those all three cucumbers? What's the thing on the left? A dinosaur egg, Chris? Is that some kind of perfectly round, shiny potato? That thing looks like a dinosaur egg. Holy cow. Hey, Leslie, what's up, my guy? Shouts out to Country Boy Weeds, a.k.a. Frog Hopper. These, it's funny, praying mantises can hop pretty good. I never knew it. They're pretty good at hopping around. It's like spiders. All right, so this is like the healthiest area of the plant, and it's literally bending. The branch is bending down because it's trying to push out so many peppers. It's literally like the last portion of the plant that's healthy, and it's trying to push out all of its nutrients into that direction. It's kind of a cool thing to watch happen. I would clean it up a bit, but I don't want to disturb anything that's going on in there. There's a lot of dead leaves and stuff, but you also have a lot of ladybugs now, which I can see one right there. And you also have a bunch of praying mantises. I don't know how many because they're very sneaky. They also hide in plain sight, right in plain sight. Cucumbers, they're all three cucumbers. I couldn't find them. They went too long. So now I can't eat them. Damn, you can't eat them? Are you sure? Or are they just really bitter cucumbers? Muscadines are like giant grapes. Oh, that sounds good. That's right, Jess. Miss Rosebud, I agree. That's why I tell people, come on over to Rumble. Good morning, Crystal. Just sent you flyers in Messenger. Okay, hell yeah. We actually, you know what? I need to bring up Facebook on the other computer real quick. Wow. Can you guys hear any music? It's very low if it's audible. I want to hear from you on the music issue. Okay. Get out of here real quick. I gotta switch back to my profile. Hell yeah, James. Good morning. Hey, Margaret. Good morning. I see you. I just happened to see the little hearts popping up. All right, James. Let me check out this flyer. Here we go. Cannabis and hash competition. Okay. Illinois Cannabis and Hash Competition, Sunday, July 27, 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. 21 plus. Let's go over. Let's put this over here for a moment so we can check it out on screen. Got a lot of good sponsors there. Some of them I see that I know. Of course, one of my sponsors on the board now. Growers Only Underground Genetics. White Glove Seed Co. Looks like he updated his logo. He's been a sponsor a couple times on game night. Anti Apparel. I've had him on the show. Mr. Sans Pure. Good guy. Marijuana Maintenance Program is separately. Okay. Interesting. Juju's Barbecue. Hosted Toasties. Or Hosted and Toasted. This is the new logo here. It's like corn. You got corn, wheat, and weed. Very cool. It looks like it would be a badass cake, man. I wanna cut into this cake if it was a cake, you know? You know what I'm saying, James? Charlie, yeah. Yep. Charlie made this. Yeah, I talked to those guys a while back at, I think it was I want to say it was Keefe Canfest a couple years ago. All right, let me put this back here. Morning. Hey, Margaret. Good morning. I see you. Okay, so I can hear the music. Good. We're good. Let's see. All right, James, let me check out this flyer. Here we go. That's probably a little too loud still. I turned it down over here. Chris, is that's a cucumber? Another one? Jeez. All right, let's see what that sounds like. Chris, is that's a cucumber? Another one? Jeez. All right, let's see what that sounds like. It went up. Chris, why did it go up? That's a cucumber? Another one? Jeez. What? The audio went up for some reason, even though I took the bar down. All right, I'm freaking out over here. Give me a second. What? The audio went up for some reason, even though I took the bar down. Okay. All right, I'm freaking out over here. Give me a second. I took it too low now. It just, I don't know, rumble glitch. Call it a rumble glitch. Hey, good morning, Diane. All right. We're back to the show. Hey, there's Garden Savvy. We'll get to that in a little bit. So here's a sort of full view of all. There's 3 pepper plants there. One of them is almost dead though. And then here's my little soup dish of it's got like the praying mantis eggs in it, and they hatch from it. But I got a little closer picture. A bunch of them died as they tried to get out of the eggs. I don't know if the egg is like too hard, or I don't know what the problem is with that. Maybe I need to spray the egg a little bit, like mist it here and there with water. See what that looks like here soon. Yeah, so there's actually a couple of dead praying mantis babies trying to get out there. There's another one over here. Like there's plenty of places to walk on. I put their little wood chips in there, and I have water for them. I think I messed that up originally in my first little batch of them that came out on my other table a while back. I didn't have any water out for them, and so they probably all died. I don't see them anymore. There was only like maybe 8. Everyone's saying that, or what? I've heard a couple times now. We'll say that these egg sacs are supposed to have like hundreds popping out, something to that effect. I'm not seeing that. That's for sure. This crazy radish just trying to make seeds. Oh no, that's partly broccoli too. These like longer pods are broccoli, and then you have these. Well, I guess you can't even see the other pods. Like this pod here is a radish. That's a radish. Not a radish, but a radish seed pod, I should say. Yeah, I don't have a lot growing on over here, but check this out. From the scraps from me running bubble hash, there was a few seeds, and I think I buried the other ones by accident when they started to pop. But I have one little cannabis seed right here. I don't know, or a sprout, I should say. I don't know what it is, so I'm not too worried about it. We'll see what happens. See what happens for fun. Man, look at that broccoli. So I do chop it down here. This episode, you're going to see the wonderfulness of the Paul Bunyan style of broccoli chopping, as I will decimate the broccoli here soon. But these are all the microgreens that I just threw in here that were all leftovers from the tray after I chopped it. A lot of you, even if you're not growers, even if you haven't grown microgreens, you've seen these commercials where they have these trays, right? And it looks like a whole tray of like grass, almost like these perfect little sprouts. And when you chop that tray down, you still end up with a bunch of like plants, that are down in the matting of the roots and stuff that are still growing. And then you throw that whole like waste of the grow media, whatever it is. Some plants don't need grow media for microgreens. Like the bigger seeds can just go in the tray, and then other plants you might want soil, you might want cocoa coir. I used cocoa coir, so I just took the whole thing, put it in the table, just like that, and then I'm getting vegetables out of it. I've already harvested a pretty good sized radish out of there, a daikon radish. I've eaten a bunch of the leaves. I mean, I'll just chop it up and throw it into salads or into soup and stuff. Like these bull's blood beets. Bull's blood beets. They're still nice and small, and they're tasty. So I just chop those leaves off and eat them. It's kind of a chaotic mess, but it's really all for fun. This table isn't necessarily something I could look at for commercial use. It's just for home use, for my food, my sustenance. Good place to throw scraps. I can actually, over time, I can actually build up excess soil from this table, and I can maybe take the nice rich, soil with worms and worm castings and all that good stuff that's being built up in here, and I could take some of it out and use it. So it could end up being a production for that. I guess it wouldn't be a lot or fast, so I guess it'd be just like a supplemental sort of rich dirt or soil that you could put into something else. When I hatched mine 5 years ago, I had hundreds of babies. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying, man. I think I might have to find out what's going on. I might have to call or send an email to Nature's Good Guys, because I've now ordered 2 sets of 2 praying mantis egg sacs, and all 4 of them have basically been duds. I mean, I've seen a total of maybe 20 praying mantis, and I'm like, that's pretty fun, but that doesn't seem like that doesn't seem right at all, you know. It's replaying what I said. Am I echoing to anybody else? Let's see. Hey, what's up, Timothy? Good morning. I got 12 chickens in the incubator, 1 week left to hatch. Oh, nice. How long do the chickens take to incubate, Leslie? All right, so I took a picture of the nice after I buried everything. Now you still see like these sticks and like pieces of they're basically stalks of different veggies that have sort of gotten so thick and old that they turn into wood, and then it just takes a lot longer for those to break down in the soil. But there's no danger for like mold and stuff from that kind of brush. So I just kind of leave it like that. I could maybe tuck all of that stuff in. I don't think it's a big deal. But what is tucked in are the fresh scraps, like all the wet fruit and stuff like that. Worms are going to love that. Nice little pile of sugar. Give me some sugar. And then I had to kind of clean this area up. These are all cherry seeds. So seeds are cool to bury in here because I don't actually, okay, they're sad as well as cool because I don't actually see a whole lot of scraps growing. Like the broccoli grows really easy from me burying so many scraps, but when I bury seeds from say grapes or cherries, and of course these are store bought, so there could be the issue of them just being, too many chemicals and Roundup and all that. But what I thought would happen is I thought I would have sort of volunteer plants come up of different fruits and veggies that I've buried. I'm not seeing that. And some of that could be, I don't know for sure, but it could be because of the worms and the arthropods that are in the table, and they could be, eating these things. Now, that is why it's kind of cool. That's the good side of things, because putting seeds in here, those seeds are packed full of nutrients. So even if they don't grow and they get sort of decomposed or absorbed into the soil, then that's just good nutrients being brought in. So either way, it's good. It's good for the table. Some of that is the scrap cannabis from the bubble hash run, if you don't recognize that. Rumble froze up on you, Chris? I hope it didn't freeze up on everybody else. And they make Benadryl cream. Works best in my opinion. Oh, that's a good call, JB. Thanks, Timothy. Real time too, which is scary for fuckbook. What? Nope, you're clear as can be. Okay, yeah, there must have been a temporary glitch there. There's always some temporary glitches happening, and it happens to me every time. I couldn't even imagine having, say, like a crew of people here, and then it would still happen. Like it doesn't matter how much money or people you put in. Like there's these weird gremlins in the machine. There's my onions. There's some of them that are kind of dying off, but there's still some that are growing pretty good, and I'm eating the heck out of them. If they all died tomorrow, I'd be pretty happy with what I got out of it. Now I see these seeds. I just popped them off and let them just fall where they may. And today we're going to water them in, but I don't know if they're going to grow anything. They don't really look healthy, but I don't know what that looks like because I've never had onions like this grow to seed. Then I looked down and realized there was a whole bunch of mess from these broccoli plants. Now the broccoli leaves are actually edible. I don't know if I'd eat the really big ones, and of course not the dried up dead ones, but I'll come through and I'll chop off some of those like smaller ones right in front of us here in the smaller plant. I'll chop off the little ones, the nice fresh little youngins. Wait, that doesn't sound good. You know what I'm saying? The broccoli kids. yeah, just pulled off all the dying stuff. It's not even. I just kind of set it off to the side. It's all dry like that. You're not going to worry too much about like mold or anything like that. It's not a problem. But if it was fresh, you got fresh leaves laying around, you can have that problem. You don't want to do that. Ever been able to get peppers to germinate? Never. Now I grew peppers, in my table. Okay, here's where I'm going to chop off all the broccoli. I grew peppers in the table, and every time I eat one of those peppers, I take all the seeds and I put them in the. Oh, okay. I grew peppers in the aquaponics system. Every time I take the seeds from eating a pepper, I put it in the table. And you're right, I've never seen any grow from that either. I haven't actually tried to germinate them separately, using their own cups. And I have a heater, or like a heat pad for seeds. I even have a little greenhouse that I can zip up. So I have, a few things I could try to get something going a little bit better than just burying it in the table. A lot of broccoli. I could eat all that, but I'm not. There's still plenty other broccoli I could eat all over the table. So you're supposed to take like pliers to crack that hard shell. Ah, you mean for for anything, or for cherries? Generally, you have to soak them to germ them. Yeah, I actually soaked some. I had watermelon seeds and some grape seeds that I tried to see if I could get to germinate. I soaked in some water, but I didn't crack anything. Are you thinking, okay, the with cherries, he said you have to break that shell open. The seed is actually inside. Oh, I see. Okay. I did the same thing with peach pits. Just buried them. I know the peach. I actually opened a few at one time, and I did what it said. I actually took the peach pits, put them in a Ziploc bag, I think, and I think a little bit of moisture in there. And you're supposed to put them in the fridge for a long time, and then nothing ever happened to them with them. So I have to try it again. But so you're supposed to crack the cherry pits. Interesting. I'll have to give that a try. It'd be cool to have a little cherry tree right here, wouldn't it? That would be badass to have a little fruit tree that's actually. I mean, the peppers are nice, but the peppers you want to cut out the seeds and chop them up and stuff. You don't pick a pepper and just go. I mean, you could, I guess. I don't know anybody that does that. You like eat a pepper like it's an apple or a fruit. Like, so my point is, I'd rather have something that's fruiting down here. I actually had tomatoes, miniature tomatoes. Shouts out to Colin Smith. I had them growing tomatoes. I didn't realize that I could actually harvest them and get them to come back. And so I got what I took off of it, and I let them dry out, and I tried to bury them to get them to grow more. And of course, I didn't germinate those properly either. Probably I should have cut them up, put them in some wet paper towels, like the whole thing. I know I did it wrong. I just thought, hey, this could work if I just, give this a try, right? So, guys, I want to read this new ad I've never read before. It says, okay, so it's in the task, I guess. Learning AI is a crucial since a lot of jobs will go away due to AI. AI can be easy to learn with all the new tools that make it so you don't have to know advanced coding. You simple ask the computer in plain language to create things. If you want to learn this, go to this link to learn more. What the heck? John Crestani, AI marketing. Well, John, appreciate the ad. I hope you'll give me the 86 cents. It's impressive. That's the biggest one I've seen so far. But he does have a link here, and I gotta say, okay, you need to proofread your ad, buddy. Proofread the ad. There's a couple of typos. I'm guessing AI wrote the ad, but yeah, if you want to learn about AI from John Crestani, AI marketing, I guess go check him out on the QR code. I'd like to think they vet their ad campaigns. I will preface this with saying I've never been to John's website. I don't know John. He's probably a great guy. Those were the instructions. He put the ad in the instructions by accident. That's okay. Like this stuff better than Chat GPT. I mean, I don't know. There was a couple of there was 2 typos within a 1 paragraph thing for 82 cents. 82 cents. I mean, I appreciate it. It was kind of funny though. Let's see. Oh wow, this one, we got to get to this one. I need 100 people in here right now, and we can read Hispaniola Cigars Distributor, 4th of July Freedom to Smoke sale for cigars. We got to get 100 people in here to read that ad. Let's go. Okay, let's keep going with the show here. I got, let's see, a wonderful website that we go and look at every week. Actually, you know what? I forgot to get a picture, but you know, we'll just post today's thumbnail. We're going to say hello to the Garden Savvy community. So, hello, Garden. I like to say Garden Saviors. Working on getting some praying mantis egg sacs to hatch. Does anybody have any advice? So this is me trying to get a conversation going in here. Also a little bit of promotion here. Indoor Farmer, episode 194. Let's go. This is someone just promoting someone's, is that her email address? What's going on there? Got a cool garden log from Temu. Here are a few pages from my book. Interesting. Why are you using a garden log if you have the Garden Savvy Gardening Manager? You have the Gardening Manager right here. You can go right over here to the Gardening Manager. I don't think we want to show you my email and password. Well, you know my you can have my email if you want. Fine with me. Go. That's okay. Threat secured from Garden Manager. Oh no. My inventory, my suppliers, so you can keep a track of so many things: pests and diseases, growing guides, community, and your own notes that you can take. And then this will keep it, year over year, and you can then look at the data. Say 5 years from now, you can look at the data and actually be able to tell this about this time of year. I usually have this problem, or like there's different varying opportunities that would present. So you recently deleted, uncategorized gardening communities. So that would be like I don't know what that would be like. Maybe in connection with the groups that you can make inside here. Maybe create a new page, all pages, my pages. So anyway, let's keep going here. I'll give her a like, although I kind of upset that she wouldn't use just the one right in here. This is also an app too, I believe. I think you can get this on your phone. Did you know iPhone can ID plants for free? Just take pictures, CPIC. I've added free plant ID. Well, that's what that is? Huh. I don't know if that's true, but it's an interesting thing to try. We're gonna give her the cactus wow face. Cactus wow face. Julio, what's up, my guy? What's up, James? I know you're here somewhere. Yeah. Well, he was here. Hey, hey, Bonnie. Hello, Chad. Timothy says Chat GPT basically gives you the top 20 on the topic. You, how you piece the stuff together is up to you. Yeah, that makes sense. Refrigerator thing is to stimulate cold weather like outdoors. Ah, that makes sense. Yeah. Mhm. Two people reacted to my picture from last year or last week. What's this? What to do with hibiscus plant? I don't know. What's wrong with your plant? Someone gave me a plant. Do you recommend planting it in the garden or put big planter? Interesting. So this was from last week. Not a lot of action. I'm going to be the one. I'm gonna prop up this community. Kayla, you can start posting here anytime. Kayla's the only person I know of that joined. Now, before anybody else joins, let me know. Kayla, I don't think you got to use my discount. I don't know the code, so I'll have to look through our emails and find the code. But I do have a code for $5 off if you want a year membership. Now, the community side of things is kind of slow, and it's not, it's kind of getting going. I wouldn't say that's the reason to join, although it's pretty fun to be like just gardening, social media. But the biggest thing I think to reason to join would be the Garden Horta sketch, which is over here. They're not paying me anything. I don't think. I just give you a discount. I haven't talked to them in a while. I'm glad they let me keep my account. So appreciate the Garden Savvy people. Planting calendar 2025. Your planting calendar has switched to the new year. See, like they keep track of everything. Like you have all of your months and calendar up here. You've got your growing calendar. You've got different designs, notes. You've got your garden AI, which you can ask all sorts of AI questions. This was me kind of messing around on it. I haven't played with it a lot. I got to be honest, it's not easy for me to get time to do it. But if you're somebody who needs that organization and wants to plan something out, like say this thing right here is kind of like a greenhouse would be outside, There's a Google app too, Diana. Yeah, I thought it was free as well. Hi, Eva. Morning. Started my 2-week flush on a couple plants. Nice, doing the flush. Buy greenhouse now? What? I'm gonna buy one. But they have a bunch of plants. They do have cannabis. This is what these are here. I don't know if I can move it. I can do this, and it adds rows of the plant, kind of like over here. I can turn it. Well, maybe not this. You can add furniture, and you can add buildings and things like that. I don't know if I can move this. Can't move the bench now that I put it down, I guess. I think there is a way to there's more buttons I don't know of yet, but let's see. I have no idea what this is supposed to be. They do have a tutorial and stuff, so. Moving an object forward or backward will change which object is visually displayed on top. But yeah, so I can't move. I just want to get rid of this bench. Let's see if I can. Guess not. Might have to start a whole new one. You can have your garden name. You can have type of terrain. You can have the size of your property. You can sort of really dial it in, and even use your grow zone and zip code. So there's a lot to this. I just am not savvy enough with it. If you know what I mean. I do have a picture I wanted to show you guys from Mr. Trent Allgood. Check these peppers out. Is that, I don't even know if that's a hot pepper. I think it's just a regular bell pepper. But look at that. Look at them inches. The thing is almost 8 inches, 7.5 inches long. That it makes me feel emasculated, you know? That thing's like triple the size of my peppers. That's crazy though. Shouts out to Trent. Oh, that's not good. Wanted to go over here. My bad. Yeah, these are like normal looking peppers. And then the two that he just sent me are just crazy. Yeah, bro, didn't mean to do that. That's the amount she's satisfied with? Oh, man. Well, I mean, he doesn't have the tape sideways, but I'd say that's pretty girthy too, you know? He sent it to you too, Rose? I'm not feeling my best. Oh, Leslie, man, I know. I always worry about you if I don't hear from you. If I don't see you. Always. I hope you feel better soon, Leslie. All right, we need to give you guys some numbers here. Where's the number post at? There it is. I'm gonna pin this. Let's see who we got in the number post. Only 6 takers so far. Well, let me get my paper here ready. Shouts out to all the game night winners. Brenda is continuing to be our champion again next week. So we need somebody to come and challenge to be the new champ. 21st today, it's 194. All right. Let's go. Kayla is number 1. Diane, number 2. Trent, number 3. Tip of my pointer finger exactly 1 inch makes life easy knowing that trick. All right, Timothy, well, don't give up all your secrets. Brenda, number 4. The reigning champ, number 4. Mary Wood, number 5. Guys, make sure you get over there. I'm going to hit the refresh button when I get done with this. If anybody hasn't gotten in on it yet. Nobody, number 6. Guess we have 7. Miss Jess Rosebud. Let's go, number 7. And I will refresh. Why am I not on there? Well, you have to just read the title, number wheel time. Who wants a number? July 20th, 2025. That's yesterday. And it tells you what to do right there. Boom, bang, bing. And you got to do it. If you don't do it, you're not going to get on it. Here we go. We got Miss Margaret Jett added. Number 8. And I'm guessing Chris is heading over there. If you guys, I'll give you another minute or so. There's Chris, okay, and Rose, okay, and Rose twice. Yeah, I see you. All right. I should be on here, he said. Well, you are now. Number 9. And Rose, number 10. Who was that? Okay, Rose. I'll hit it one more time. I think I only see 10. All right. Well, there's yesterday's door prize. $10. I will wait another minute. I know I see a few people in here that's not on the list yet. There's Joe. Okay. Joe, you get to be number 11. Who's going to be number 13 this week, I wonder? JB, are you still here? Let's see, who else? Leslie, I know you're not feeling well. If you want to get in there, you can. Diane, did I get you on here? Yeah, you're one of the first ones. Yes. Number 2. Do what you get on the wheel. Do what you get on the wheel. Are you asking how to get on the wheel, Leslie? Huh. Joe, I'm not sure how to help with that. Months old videos. You might have to reset your filter at the top. Might be set to like most popular or something to that effect. Okay, here we go. We got, oh, look at this. JB's going to be number 13. Kim Marston, you're number 12. Depending on your superstitions, 13 can be good or bad. For a lot of years, they didn't have a number 13 in elevators. Got you, Kim. Okay, 13 of yous. Let me look one more time. Awesome. I didn't see you on the post yet, Leslie, but I could probably put you on anyway, man. Your sponsor, I know you're a subscriber, but I gotta be, gotta try and, oh, there he goes. Try and keep it uniform with everybody. All right, Frog Hopper, number 14. Let's go. Got it. Thanks, brother. Appreciate that. Helps me be fair to everybody while also making sure everybody on this wheel is subscribers still. Did I change the time on this? I did. We are going to read this quick ad. What? Okay, am I audible? Yes. Jeez. I go to read the ad and it refreshed my whole screen and it took away my ad. That's bogus. Come on, Facebook. We need 20 more people in here and I can read an ad about Blockbuster Health. But the 100 people, that one, that's where it's at. We got to read that one sometime. They gave me a Truth Social ad, but it's gone now. Bro, you're throwing bones at me. You bored? All right. Well, forget that ad, I guess. Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. Rumble. They said, nope, you don't get that back. Not having it back. I'm on Truth Social, but I don't really get on it, per se. Good luck, everybody. But that's up to you, Leslie. I mean, if you want it to be yearly, you can type in 60, and you could pay the $5 for the whole year. You just have to type in the amount. When you go to yearly, you can change the total. You can't go under 20, I think, but keep the $5 a month. I didn't want to change it, but so I have to look at it again. But I'm pretty sure you can do yearly at any amount above $20, or you could tip me on locals. I'm not asking for it, but I'm just saying, like, if you're telling me I lost money for you to go to yearly, but there's other ways that if you wanted to. I just want people to be there longer. I want people to be in the community long enough to see how crazy valuable it is. Whether or not you're around for a couple months and then you're like not around for a couple months and you come back around, you've already made more money back than what you put in, and that's the truth. Kim Marston, I remember because I just gave you the number. Kim, congrats. Let's see how many Indoor Farmer coupons you got right now. Yeah, I hear what you're saying, Leslie. I mean, I could make it go up, but I'm trying to get build the community, and then if people are ever so inclined to give me the $5 a month instead, like I'm trying to incentivize with separation of the prizes on game night. I'm going to be putting all the $25 and higher prizes on a separate wheel for pro members and super pro members. Now, before I do that, I guess I'm doing it next month. But to your point, Leslie, I should probably check into that and make sure people, if they want to do a yearly at $5 or more, then they should be able to. I have to make sure, but I'm not 100%. LOL, add me. James, I would add you. You got to join locals, my friend. This is all about my locals community. Kim, you have 8 currently. Now you have 9. 9 coupons. It's quite a few. I'm gonna have shirts coming soon. Let me remove you off of this wheel. I'm gonna go water the table here in a moment, so I won't be able to see comments for a minute, but let's get the door prize started, because honestly it's going to be really hard for me this time since I don't have the comments. So I tell you what, if you're still here, if you're still in the house, and I will go look at locals comments, that's going to be easier. Make sure you hit the hashtag WTIF and we'll put you on the door prize wheel. Even on the Facebook, I'm not going to take the people. I usually take the list of people who hit the like button, makes a nice full wheel. But I think what I'm going to do this time, especially for everybody listening, you happen to be here, you're chilling, you've been here for a little while, and you plan to be here towards the end when we do roll the wheel, go ahead and hit the hashtag WTIF and I'll put you on there. Let's see, got Chris, we got Diane, Margaret, Leslie, and Joe Orzel, Chris, Diane, Margaret, Leslie, Joe Orzel. Saw Jess, Rosebud, and Rose. Okay. Hey, thanks, Leslie. I appreciate that, man. It's always love, brother. I appreciate that. $5 Rumble rant. you went and did it. I wasn't insinuating that you should, but you were saying that I lost money. So hey, go right ahead and throw it my way. All right, let's go. Who do we got on Rumble? We got Chris over here. Got Leslie. Got Rose. Got Diane. Who else on the Rumble? Comments on the Rumble if you want to get on the door prize. I lost all my comments. I guess I can go over here and check the comments. Wow, this is still on here. Jeez. Okay. Jess, JB. Joe Orzel. I don't know if I got Chris. Oh, here's Sassy Chick, Miss Crystal. No, I did get Chris. Might be it. Speak now or forever hold your peace in the chat. I'm not going to spin right this second, but I did lose my chats because of the darn glitch in the matrix. Alright, I think we got everybody for now. Kim, thank you for coming back over. Did I get Diane? Yeah. Okay, cool. Alright. Take that down. Get a drink before we head over there. I guess I could get my phone and let's see if I can go to the Rumble Studios. Okay. All right, so here we go. I'm going to flip my camera. Perfect. So I want, oh, come on over here, Cam. There we go. I want to get some water going in the table, first of all. In fact, let me just get this somewhere where I can leave it. Possibly. No? Okay, well. There's the little watering spot for any praying mantis on this table, but I don't really see them come back by here anymore. There's the 2 eggs in there. Make this footprint smaller. Let's turn the water on. And also turn the RO system on to fill it back up. And I think I'm going to put some minerals in the table with this bottle of Equilibrium. It doesn't give me the trace metals that I would like to have, but it does help with all the other stuff that the fish need. Not the fish, but the plants. The fish probably need it too, but all right, so here's the it's kind of dried up already. See if we can find a praying mantis in here. Some ladybugs walking around. There's a praying mantis. Okay, can't zoom in, but there's one on that leaf there. They are not easy to spot sometimes. Some ladybugs walking around more. There's my mint. Let's see, what if I just pour it in here? Oops, I didn't want to touch that. Try not to touch the plants. Pineapple's still growing back there, but it's not very happy, that's for sure. There's a whole bunch of like debris inside there. It's kind of hard to get in there to get it out. At least until I can clear away these pepper plants. Yeah, there's a little praying mantis right there. I'm still seeing like healthy peppers and flowering. If it's more flowers happening, like this pepper plant over here is still loving life, I guess. I mean, and it does have some mite like webbing, but it's also got a lot of ladybug action. It's got a praying mantis right there. There should be a bunch. It should have like, I don't know, everyone says 100 of them, and I'm definitely not seeing that. I came in here one day and I saw like 5 or 6, but that's kind of the last time I saw that many. I saw 3 in here, I think, last night. Oh, there's another one. There's 2. There's one right down in here. You may not be able to see it. I don't want to get too close and scare it. Guess they're not really scared of anything, are they? It's really cool to watch it happen, but man, you'd think that they would they'd have plenty of food. You think they would love life over here, but even those plants that are being devastated are still trying to grow more peppers. I see it happening. It's a nice little ladybug walking, chilling. Looks like a female. Alright, sorry, that wind or the fan might be a little too loud. Alright, we got the water going. It's just been kind of doing its thing over here. So this is kind of the high point of the table. So I have this side of the table is a teeny bit higher up. I need to actually go up a little higher than that, so that way I can kind of water things and the water will run down through the table. I also kind of want to water the top as well, so I'll take this out and kind of water this. Although it's not doing anything, it might still, something might pop up out of this. I don't know. It's still green though. That might, this old house plant, it still has a green sort of stalk. I don't know if it's gonna come back out of that or not. Water in the compost area, keep the worms nice and happy. Put some water in this watering spot. I even put water on this cardboard because it'll sort of over time evaporate back out and kind of keep a little humidity going on. But we need to water this little girl here. Let's see what happens. We can try to grow some cannabis in this shallow table. It's gonna vine out everywhere, or the roots are gonna root out in all directions. Stretch out, I guess, maybe a better way to say it. Look at that, there's already another broccoli head. Next time I want broccoli for broccoli cheese soup or whatever, no problem. No problem. Do want to make sure these onions get plenty of water. They're like the most favorite thing I eat out of this whole table. Maybe just set it there for a minute. This is kind of a cool view, huh? What do you think? Sprout's looking at me like, what are you doing? Look, I'm looking back at you guys. Oh. Come on, come on. Such a pretty boy. He's a pretty boy. Let me look at these comments. You just did a rant, Dolly? I'm not seeing it here. Who all likes that idea, y'all? Or this will go to support Waylon's broadcast. We can do a live Waylon where everyone that wants a chance to win a frog hopper. Oh, okay, that would be cool. Oh yeah, you got those Great Danes, Diane. Alright, we probably need to shut the water back off. You stay there, Mr. Man. Yeah, look how heavy this... I don't want to touch it. It's like swaying because of how many peppers are growing on this one little branch. One little branch coming off of here. Sorry, keep thinking about the fan every time I walk by. I'm sure it's not that audible. You know what we need to water the mint and give some more water to the old mantises. So here's what's cool about having just a small pump, using a tiny pump. All I have to do is raise this up high enough, and it can't pump any water all the way out that. So then I can just walk over here with it. and I can water other things without having to shut the pump off. There it goes. I had to lower it to get it to come back out. It's alright, Sprouty boy, I'll be back there in a moment. I'll even put some water down here. Give some water to these guys, and then raise it back up until it stops pumping, and bring it back over to the table. Stick it in here. There we go. This thing is crazy. I don't know what it is, honestly, but it's like this big ball. This crazy, like, ball. Okay, I think I can go back to me. Why did it take away the... Ah, there we go. It's weird. I'm not messing around with the app too much. How do you germinate them, Waylon? I've never had peppers come out. Well, I don't remember how I grew these. I think I just stuck the seeds in the aquaponics system. Let me shut this stuff off. Oh, oh. I don't want to put too much water in there, but I think I should put a little more water in there than I did. I went to grab my bottle of Equate, and there's a praying mantis on the lid. Sprout, stay. Stay. I'm going to bring it over here to the table. There you go. You found a new home on the other table. So I need a few more over there anyway. Obviously, I need more either way. I need more on both sides. Alright, it's time to shut it off. Follow me, camera. Thank you. Put up our little blinder. Keep my eyes a little bit safer. Alright. We're back, Sprout. What do you think? It's like, what the heck, man? I thought you were done. I thought I was done with everything. Alright, I think it's been long enough. Let's get this door prize going. Peppers is hot weather plant. It doesn't like a bunch of water. My peppers are loving it. Leslie, those peppers have been in there for over a year. They don't look. Some of them don't look. Some of it doesn't look good because of the spider mite issue. But that's neither here nor there. The peppers, for some reason, were thriving in that aquaponics system. But yeah, germination tray. I have this little heating pad that I put the germination tray, or you can put it on. I haven't used it yet. They, I guess, supposedly help the seeds sprout even faster. So, let's see, did anybody jump in here that I missed? don't think so. All right, cool. Let's go. Am I still on Facebook? Here we go. All right, so let me. I meant to add the Facebookers earlier. I forgot to do that. So everybody that hashtagged on Facebook, I'll add you to the wheel as well. I see Julio, you forgot the W, but I will count it as you being here. I saw MJ, hashtag WTIF, Julio, James, been here the whole show. I see Chris came over there and Kim. I think that's about it on the Facebook side. I see more people watching, but Timothy was in here. I'll throw Timothy on there. Sean, what's up, man? Gabe, what's up? Hit that hashtag WTIF and I'll put you on this door prize. Sean, I think you still have some coupons to use. Yeah, you got 3 Indoor Farmer coupons still you could use for game night, or for game night if you're not a member now, but or either one, you can save them too. Let's see, Kim going to win my Kool-Aid. Well, Kim did win the number post, so there's a chance she could win both. It's happened. Didn't that happen with Kim last week, or was it someone? I know it happened with somebody else too recently. Kim popping in on the YouTube. Let's go. You don't believe the heating pad thing? Well, I only got one, and I wanted to give it a try to see, like, I'll do a side by side with saving them. Okay, no problem. I got you, Kim. Got you on there. Don't forget to let everyone know that a $5 rant donation will get a chance to win the 8-ounce Newt pack. Let's let it run till Monday next week. Okay, so 1 week run. If you go over to Rumble, we'll put it on here. Go to Rumble, and Leslie's saying that if you do a $5 Rumble rant, which is like a tip on Rumble, you will get in on a giveaway for an 8-ounce bottle of the Frog Hopper, or 8-ounce Newt pack. Okay, that's a pack. See, very cool. Yeah, no worries, Leslie. I'll bring it up a few times. I'm not gonna push people too hard on it, but if you guys want to win, and maybe I'll make a post about it. If you want to win a pack, then it's got to come over and hit the Rumble rant. It's kind of cool. All right, I think we got everybody that wanted to comment on the Facebook. Let's see if Rumble gave me my campaign back. No. We're sitting at about 30 people on average per episode. If we can get up to 50, there's more offers up there. So remember, I mean, I'm making a few dollars on the ad reads and being in the creator program, and all that stuff is coming back. I don't just give it all back. I obviously have a business to build as well, but like a ton of that is all going to be used to make this expand, make this thing a little bit bigger and help more people. The more people join, the more sponsors I'm inclined to go and find, and more people that we can work with, bigger things can happen. So let's go. All right, let's spin the wheel. Good luck, everybody. You have to be here to win this. If you are a paying member of the Indoor Farmer Locals community, you can be tagged or, DM'd or whatnot. I will probably head over to Locals for a little after sesh, since we're about an hour and a half, somewhat of a little shorter show. We can hang out over there for a little while. We're doing really well on the Rumble numbers this month. It's awesome. Thank you guys for all your participation in Rumble. I think we have like maybe one or two more shows, and we'll have our goal for the month. 200 hours watched on Rumble. That's just on Rumble. I mean, if I added up the hours watched on all platforms, I'd say it'd be like at least 201, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I could say 1,000, but probably close. I'd say probably close. Rose, a little bit ago, you may still be here, and people can tag or DM her if you want to. I would suggest some of you in the community talking to some of your other friends in the community and saying, hey, DM me if I come up on the wheels or whatever, and like kind of working out a little like system amongst each other to make sure you can get in here, get your prize. We'll give Rose a minute to come in. Congrats, Rose. Burns are the worst, yeah. Burnt my stomach really bad. Oh, wow, Diana. That doesn't sound fun. On a heating pad. Ooh. On low. Just laying on my stomach and went to sleep. Yeah. There you are, Rose. Hey, awesome. I don't know why it made me think of that, Diane, but I bought a bed that has a vibrating feature. And I tell you what, I didn't think I'd like it or care about it, but it really helps you sleep. It just puts you to sleep. I thought about it because a heating pad would probably be similar, like, comforting and like that warmth, make you fall asleep, which was not a good thing in that situation, right? Congrats, Rose. Awesome. So, Rose, you have... Wait, I wrote down Kim's already, didn't I? Didn't I write it down already? Yes, I did. And Rose now has 9. 9. Awesome. Well, Sprout, say goodbye to the people. Hey, shouts out again to all the people that played in game night. Let me know ahead of time if you want to play this coming week. Of course, don't forget, if you win as a team captain on screen as a player players on screen are team captains who win prizes for the people who are in the teams in the audience. Now, the team captains that win get a chance. Not only are the champion and get to play the next week and defend their title, but they get a chance on a wheel that I will be making every 3 months, every quarter. Once a quarter, it's going to be a large package of merch and items and things. I don't know what all. I mean, the first package anyway I'm planning to make it all of the Indoor Farmer merch, including a shirt that's going to be coming up here soon, and the magnets, the banner, the hat, all of the different things in the same package that is going to go to one of the winners that have come up on screen to play. And don't forget as well, you get a prize just for coming up on screen to play. There's literally no reason other than if you have like a warrant out for your arrest or something that you don't want to, if you don't want your face to be seen, I guess you'll have to go hide in a cave somewhere, because that is not a possibility. I get it. People are more private. Some people don't want to be on screen. But you're out there. Your information's out there. It's hard to really be that private anymore. So just a lot of people need a little push to maybe get over their shyness or whatever. But if you watch some of the recent game nights, we just have our friends in the community come up and we just have a good time. We play some games and win some prizes. So there's no pressure other than trying to become champion. I mean, if you like that competition pressure, let's go. Anyway, I'm rambling. Let's get over to locals. It's been a good Monday. Let's get the week started off right. Oh, wait a minute. What am I doing? I totally forgot. Don't go anywhere. I've got pictures I forgot to show you guys about the outdoor plants. Canna plants. We didn't even look at them yet. What a sad story. What a sad story. Let's watch this video first. Some praying mantises up close. Can't believe I almost forgot this. I'm glad I remembered. Let's go. So we got one. We got a nice ladybug chilling. And there's another one back there. You can see it. I found 3, and then after I stopped recording, I found a 4th one. This was last night. Now today I've only found, I think, 2. But they're in there somewhere. They're all hiding. In fact, I actually think I just saw a second one that I missed. Let me go back here. Right here. Yeah. Didn't even see it. But it's actually, there's another one right here. It's very difficult to pick out sometimes. Hold on, guys. Don't peace out yet. I'm sorry. I forgot. I had a couple more pictures. Only 2 more pictures after this. Outdoor plants. I won't need to, Leslie. They're already too big. They're already too big, man. You're going to see in a second. I'm going to have to chop them back a little bit. Quite a bit, actually. Ladybugs. It's kind of crazy how it all is just kind of staying in one area. You know, it's all very isolated. It's not because the plants are in a table like this. I mean, bugs can get out. They can go places, but they can migrate. But they aren't. They're just kind of, this is their thing. All right, here you go, Leslie. Look at these babies. I had to chop out a couple more males. They're not the bushiest things, right? But they're crazy tall because of the amount of light, like the way that the sunlight works in this area. Like they have to keep growing taller to get light as the day goes on. And I'm gonna have to chop this thing out. I'm gonna have to chop a bunch of the branches back. I don't know. I'd rather have a smaller harvest, but a nice, clean, harvest. So I don't have to worry so much about tying up everything, and I can't even tie up everything. That plant has got to be 12 feet tall by now. I don't know what to do about it. It's insanely tall. I was thinking about like bending it over and tying it to the ground and sort of having like an arch, because there's some time for veg still, so all the branches could like end up growing upward. I don't know. I don't know where I'd bend it over, like towards this brick to the right, maybe. Anyway, and then I have my plant down here, which was kind of mutated. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to chop it out and throw it away. I could have seen this coming, but I'll show you closer up. So it was inside. It had gotten all messed up somehow. Like it started to flower on its own, even though the light cycle was still 18 hours. And then I brought it outside. It started to grow again. As you can see on the top there, you can see these like sort of mutated single leaves growing everywhere. So I thought, okay, we'll see what happens for the hell of it. No problem, no worries. I'm not worried about it. But then you can see how bunched up these. They were like these buds that were starting to form, and how bunched up it is. Of course, it started to rot. There's bud rot in there. So just gonna have to chop it up. I'm just gonna have to throw the whole thing away. It was interesting to see how it works, but I blew it off with a leaf blower one time, and it's just the water's just in there pretty deep because of how thick this growth area is. It's not quite a bud, but it is sticky, and it did smell pretty good, but it was not really a full-on bud, and it's sort of started to re-veg. So it's a pretty crazy looking plant. Gonna have to toss it though. Gonna have to toss it. There's too much bud rot in there. I'm not gonna play around with that. Right, Sean? Yeah, it's pretty weird, huh? Pretty weird. Took it outside because it had some problems, and then it started to, it enjoyed itself outside a little bit more. It started to grow, started to be a little healthier, a little happier, but it wasn't enough. It was too little, too late. Oh well, too little, too late. It happens. That's a re-veg. Yeah, I know it's a re-veg, but it's still mutated as well. And also on top of that, the bunched up kind of bud sites are just breeding grounds for mold and bud rot. Make them bush instead of trees. Well, that's the problem though, Leslie. Okay, not really a problem, but for one, I didn't plant these plants on purpose. So let's go back to the plants. I didn't plant them on purpose, and like I said, the way the sunlight goes, about how in the afternoon, there's a shadow right along the bottom here where you see my mouse going. There'll be a shadow just creeping over this way, creeping all the way up, and so these plants just want to stretch like crazy. Plus, these plants kind of did this every year since I had them, and I don't even know what they are. I don't know what they are, so I'm not trying to worry about getting crazy amount off of them. I'm just going to let them go. I may trim the tall ones down just so that when they're full of buds, they aren't so heavy, and it's not going to be so easy, so hard to tie them up. So what I want to do is I want to tie all the plants to each other, because that way they hopefully won't fall out and fall like away from each other. I don't think they would fall towards each other because they're all going to be holding each other up. I don't know. We'll see how it works, but I'm going to tie the big one on the right over to this one down at the bottom towards us, and then over, so it could be like a triangle shape. And then from there, we can tie everything in different directions in order to keep stability. So it's going to be annoying, and I'm just going to maybe get some string or something that'll be easy to cut later, because the metal wires, those kind of suck. The metal wiring is not fun to deal with when not later, not if you have too much anyway, because it just, unless you plan to throw it away, you can use some like wire snippers, I guess. But I try to reuse some of that stuff, especially outside. I still have a problem with my neighbor's light. I don't know what I'm going to do about it. I've talked to him about it. I need to come up with a plan and present it to them, see what they say. Okay, that's it though for me, guys. I'm going to head over to Locals for a little bit. 26 awesome people still in the house at the end of the show. I hope to see you over there for a few minutes. Just going to chill and maybe get a little midday medicinal action going on before we head out. It's an overcast day. I don't know if it's going to rain on us again any minute, but it doesn't seem like we're going to get out to do a whole lot. Maybe do some indoor activities. We'll see. So many activities. Remember though, guys, this show is not just about me. It's not about a gardening show. It's not for people that just like plants. It's for every person on the planet, because everybody's got to eat. We'll see you tomorrow at 10 a.m. for the Indoor Farmer reviews. And if you haven't yet hit the like button, please do so. Follow the channel and come find me on Locals. You guys can just hit that join button on Rumble down at the bottom. It sends you over to my Locals community. We'll see you there in just a couple minutes. Remember, guys, love you.
Yeah, this is for my green thumbs in the game. Wayland the indoor farmer, check my name. Sustainability, we about to reclaim. This is how we do it, keep it in the frame. I'm Wayland the farmer, the indoor king. Living off the grid, what the city can't bring. Got my hydro setup, my LED lights. Growing all my greens, all through the night. Self-sustain, that's the mission. Growing my own, I'm not missing. Indoor farming, the hustle's real. Wayland's here.